Fluent readers read the way they speak. They read at a conversational rate. They make very few errors, and they read with some expression. Why do we care about fluency? We focus on fluency because of its critical role in building comprehension and motivation. Many years of research suggests that reading fluency is highly correlated with comprehension. One such study was conducted by Fuchs and Fuchs, who collected data on a number of students in special education.
Lynn and Doug Fuchs and colleagues did a study that compared various methods of assessing students' reading to find out which one best predicted their overall reading competence. And they found that oral reading fluency, a 60-second measure having students read for 60 seconds of an unpracticed passage, was actually the strongest predictor of students' overall reading.
This study indicated that several measures, including oral recall, filling in the blank, and answering questions, were very good predictors of how a student will do on a standardized comprehension test. But the best predictor of how a student would score on a standardized comprehension test was oral reading fluency. For the students in this study, the correlation was an exceptionally high 0.91.
This study wouldn't be that significant if it were only one study, but this is just one study of a body of research that's at least 25 years old, with many, many, many studies that continue to show that these 60-second measures are accurate and powerful predictors of students' reading ability.
Why is fluency so highly correlated with comprehension? Research has suggested that the working memory of the brain can only process so much information at a given time. In the 1970s, Dr. S.J. Samuels, a professor at the University of Minnesota and a pioneering fluency researcher, proposed the automaticity theory. According to Dr. Samuels, people only have so much attention to give to a task. To become proficient at something as complex as reading, students first need to master basic skills, like decoding words or recognizing irregular words, so they can read them automatically.
Dr. Samuel's theory of automaticity really talks about the importance of instructing children so that reading the words becomes truly automatic for them. In this highly complex activity of reading, there's a lot going on. So we want the words to be recognized automatically, effortlessly, so the brain can be thinking about the meaning of what's being read.
For example, readers who often stop to sound out individual words may not have enough mental energy left over to think about the meaning of the text. They focus on decoding the words. However, a fluent reader who automatically recognizes the words can give full attention to their meaning.
You and I, we're automatic. We're so automatic, we read things we don't even want to read. Many of us read cereal boxes in the morning. Do you ever order the Frisbee? Probably not. But we read it because the moment our eyes fall on print, we read. Now, I want to demonstrate to you how automatic you are. So, quickly, quietly, read these words across the page as rapidly as you can. Not much of a reading test, is it? Easy words. So you're very automatic with them. But what's interesting about the words is you understood the concept of these words long before you could read them. Because the concept of color is very simple compared to the concept of reading. And so this time you should be able to name the color of the print just as easily as you read the words. So don't read the words this time, just quickly name the color of the print across the page. Anyone struggling a little? What's the struggle? You have to, yes. Did you actually have to think? Problem is that the words and the colors don't match. What does your brain choose to do? Read the words. Your brain chooses to read the words because you're an automatic reader. And so this is a demonstration of how automaticity or how reading becomes so prominent in your mind that that's what you can do automatically. And that's what we need our children to do. The fact that you read so automatically means that when you open a book at night and you start to read, you compare the characters in this book to some other book you once read. Some of us make soul-searching, life-altering decisions in the middle of a book. Think of the high-level thinking that's going on. That is only possible because we're not struggling with the words. And so, does fluency matter? Enormously.